So from the Marvel Legends Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, which was released last year, we have the Maverick figure. This figure I purchased at my local GameStop on clearance. So there are several figures of this, and I'm still tempted to get a second or a third serving because of its discounted price. Plus, I'm really surprised at how much detail and how beautiful this figure is once you take it out of packaging. So this Maverick action figure only comes with 2 accessories, and the only 2 accessories that you'll ever need with a Maverick figure. So let us take a look at the 2 accessories, only the 2 important accessories that we want a Maverick figure to have. So as for the Build-A-Figure piece, it is not important to me personally because I'm not interested in completing the whole wave. So let's take a look at weapon number 1. So this looks like a traditional pistol, only stylized or modernized with the 2 magazines that are attached to the lower assembly of the pistol. And somehow we also have a barrel extension device of some sort, or possibly a sound suppressor of some sort. And this pistol also comes with a finger guard. So aside from the traditional pistol guard that we have on the pistols that we use for law enforcement or military, we still have this finger guard. So not only your trigger finger is protected, but the rest of your sausages are. Okay, so let's take a look at the other weapon that Maverick comes with. So this is the weapon that could fit on the holster on the right side of the figure. As for this one, this is only a handheld item. This one is the holstered item. So judging by the looks of it, it is somehow similar to a German World War II 9mm Luger. So judging from the look of the pistol grip and the charging handle of the pistol, the slide, and of course this is a given or a takeaway that this is the magazine, and that is a sound suppressor or a flash suppressor of some sort. But based on the animated series entitled Lies, wherein Wolverine and Sabretooth team up with Maverick, this is an energy projectile weapon. So anyway, but it looks cool. So both of them are actually, these 2 pistols look okay. So let's move to the figure. Based on my research and from what I have seen in the animated series and from the other comics that I have read about Maverick, this character is based on the Jim Lee design. So there are other Maverick designs out there, especially the newer animated series, which would feature more of the gold and less of the silver and the brown. But if you're an 80s to 90s fanboy of the X-Men animated series, this is the Maverick that you know. This is the Maverick that I personally know and love. So I waited for this figure to really go on clearance so I could really pick other servings of this guy wherever it is available at, of course, a lower price. So let us do a quick 360 of the figure. So just like the animated series, this is how he looked like. And as to execution for the details, really spot on. with regards to quality and the design, I could really not find any issues with this figure with regards to paint job. And as for mold job, is it problematic with articulation? No, it is a very articulated figure. Sports your standard Marvel Legends articulation points. And the articulation points worth mentioning would be, of course, aside from the thigh cut, we also have a boot cut, and the articulation on the foot is really okay. So posing this guy with both weapons on hand really is beautiful, really fantastic, especially in this review table when we have about 8 lights on this review table to really shine through this figure, that we could possibly see all of the details. Wow, this is a really nicely executed figure. As to the head sculpt, which let us take a closer look. So from the head sculpt, how the eyes are painted, how the mask is painted, just the way that we want the Maverick figure to be depicted. Somehow the mask that came with this figure, comparing it to the one that I have seen in the animated series, somehow it was more thick on the neckline. But I understand that Marvel Legends would somehow give us just a very thin strap for this device, so that we still have articulation on the head of this figure, wherein the head is really nicely articulating, even if we have these hoses attached to the head sculpt from the backpack. So as evidenced, moving left and right, moving up. So look at that, for a figure that has about 4 big hoses attached to the back end, it could do this. So it's just a shame that other Marvel Legends figures sometimes just can't do this kind of pose. So as for the torso articulation, because of the details that we have, the straps, we don't have any cut on the waistline of this figure for articulation points, that we could move this figure side to side on the waistline. Majority of the articulation points of this figure is central on the diaphragm area. It is not a diaphragm cup, but it is a ball joint joining the upper and lower abdomen. As for rest of the figure, the arms could rotate well, moves to the side high. We have articulation points on the biceps, and even if this is an older system wherein we have pin joints, it is still okay. So as for articulation on the legs, even because of the pouch and the holster, that is where it would quite suffer a bit. But with regards to posing, somehow these two pieces, the holster and this pack, somehow would just give way. They are made of soft, the point wherein they are connected to is made of soft rubbery plastic to the belt or the side of the figure. So articulation still is great. We have 2 points of articulation on the knee, a boot cut, and we have a hinge and rocker for the foot. So for the hand area, I also would like to mention that this the articulation point, the swivel, would be located on the thumb, not on the wrist palm of the figure. So this is great for weapon retention hands. So of course this figure has 2 pistols, and I'm glad that the articulation point for both of these hands are on the thumb area, and each of the handsets that it comes with actually are pistol holding hands or weapon holding hands. So this ends my review for this Maverick figure. So if you find this on clearance at your local GameStop, then don't think twice about getting it. And if you're a GameStop member, you could get it for less when you apply for your monthly code, which is $5 less. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next action figure review.